The real estate investor's tech stack is loud, but most of what you're hearing is actually just noise. Here's the short list of things that you actually need. Before you do anything with it or evaluate a single tool, get clear on the jobs that you actually need doing. Then find the tools that do them, not the other way around. Too often I see people finding tools that'll do things, aka shiny objects, and then they go down that rabbit hole, and that rabbit hole is taking them over here when they're trying to go in this direction. They're trying to move forward and it's taking them sideways. So before you evaluate a single tool or jump on anything, get clear on what actually needs to be done and go that direction. Every serious investing operation needs to have 5 key elements: lead capture, pipeline management, follow-up automation, deal analysis, and communication. Pretty simple. Okay, that's just for getting contracts. If we want to go the whole route there, from lead to close, there's a whole other avenue. We're just going to focus on those 5 for right now. Okay. The CRM platform, like Pete, serves as a hub for connecting anything and everything. That's where all of your data should live. And Pete, we built Pete because in my business, I got tired of seeing a CRM here, phone system here, task automation there, files over here. It was a jumbled mess. So the CRM platform, like Pete, is the command center for where all your customer information, all your property information leads. It's sales process, data, and coverage. If your stack can't answer these 3 questions for you immediately, you have a problem. How many leads came in this week? Where are my active deals? And what follow-up is overdue? I guarantee you there's going to be an overdue follow-up. Nobody's perfect. If it can't answer those 3 things for you almost immediately, you need to change. You've got a problem. AI is doing amazing things. And I'm going to be a little bit contrarian here. AI is doing amazing things. And we do a lot of AI within Pete. But what I see a lot of people doing is getting AI or letting AI be a shiny object for them. So spending a lot of time learning AI and doing AI tools and playing with it. And it's not necessarily bad, but when it's taking away their focus from what's actually driving their revenue, that's when it becomes bad. Okay. Shiny objects, it doesn't matter if it's AI or something else, is just a way for something to pull you off of what's actually needed. Now, there's been times that I've fallen prey to shiny object syndrome. And my wife and I could tell you lots of stories of how it either distracted us, and so we missed an opportunity, or it just took us down the wrong path, or just took our time. Shiny objects can be fun because it's something new. We're entrepreneurs. We want to always be doing something new and exciting, but it can take you down the wrong path. And it's the same way with systems. Make sure you actually have a need for it before spending the time and effort in using it. And Pete is specifically purpose-driven, purposefully built for the real estate investor. We're investors. We've wholesaled, we've flipped, we buy and hold. We've done all of it. We've done wholesales. We've done all of it. And the nice thing about having a tool that's developed specifically for our industry is it's very, very efficient. There's not, nobody's spending $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 to hire a consultant to come set up Pete for them. It's all there. If they have questions, they can come and ask us. We can help you with it, or you can do it yourself. Either way, it's actually easy to do. Every tool that you add on, that you start messing with, has a cost that you're not realizing. So a lot of times people see the subscription cost and, it's $79. It's $9.99. It's $500, whatever the case is. What you're missing is the opportunity cost. If it's not the right tool for you, the opportunity cost for the time you're putting in. You also have your onboarding time. Even if it works, you have your onboarding time, your training, maintenance, mental overhead of managing another platform. We've been bringing property management into Pete. Why? The software that we used was okay. It wasn't bad. There was nothing really that wrong with it. Wasn't too expensive. But we had things over here, things over there. We bring it into one. It's one platform to train new employees on, one platform to get KPIs on. We don't have to jump through anything else. It's going to make us more efficient. Makes sense. The average overtooled investor is paying for like 6 or 8 different platforms. I know at one point we counted, and it was 11 platforms that we used, although we really were only using 2 or 3 of them well. But we had little pieces in these others that did this little thing here, did this little thing there. Why? It didn't actually make sense. Hey, can I interrupt myself for just a second? If you're listening to this and you've ever felt like deals are slipping through the cracks and somewhere between getting a lead and actually closing it, I want you to check something out. We built a free assessment called the Lead to Close Health Check. It takes about 6 minutes. It scores your operation across the 8 things that decide whether your leads actually turn into deals. And it gives you a personalized report on exactly where you're leaking and what to fix first. It's totally free. Go grab it at leadtoclosetest.com. All right, back to the episode. What happens with these, I call them fragmented systems, is you end up with pieces of information here, 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 and all over the place. Well, you think of those as silos. So your lead manager and your acquisition manager are probably going to be in the same silo. They're going to have the same notes. What happens when you move to Dispo and you've got notes from your Dispo manager, or you're rehabbing, you have notes from your project manager? If they're in different systems, if you're using a different Dispo platform and you're using a different rehab management tool, what about the notes from the acquisition manager on how old the roof is? Are you going to pay for another license for the Dispo manager to be able to see that, or the project manager? Probably not. So you're going to have things that get missed. You're going to have questions that should be answered that don't get answered, or they get answered wrong. It's going to cost you money. Now, the counter argument is flexibility, and it's real, but flexibility really only matters when you standardize that. When you standardize before that, it's just chaos with more options. That's really what it comes down to. It's like, oh, well, yeah, we're very flexible. We can do this here. We can do it there. We can do it this way. Great. You've got chaos. You don't know what's going on where in reality. Something I have heard before is a solo investor doing, 3 to 5 deals a year needs a completely different tech stack than somebody that's doing 30 deals a month. I disagree. And here's why. That is true with some platforms. There are some platforms that are designed specifically for large teams, and there's some that are designed specifically for small teams, or they just get cumbersome when you have too many people involved in them. Pete isn't like that. Pete is designed so you can be a solopreneur operating on it, or you can be a team of 30 people doing 100 deals a month running in one place. That's the power of systems. That's the power of automation that can really empower your business and allow you to grow. Now, something I encourage you to do is once a quarter, look at all the subscriptions that you're paying for. If you're using free tools, include those as well, I guess, but normally people are paying for them. Look at those and go through these 4 questions. Does it directly touch a lead, a deal, or a dollar? Is my team actually doing it, or am I just paying for it? There's lots of shiny things that sound really cool, and then you roll them out to your team, and unless you're actually looking, they probably aren't using. Bet you have some of those. Does it integrate cleanly with my core platform, or does it create manual work? There's a lot of times systems like, oh, this is really cool. Okay, so we'll get this. It'll output whatever. And now I need to go copy and paste it into here. Okay, that's great. AI, you can probably go in and update it and have it happen automated until something in OpenCloud changes or an API changes here or somewhere there. You're creating more work for yourself. So does it integrate cleanly with your core platform, or is it manual work? And then would it break, or what would break, if I turned it off tomorrow? If the answer is nothing obvious, then you can get rid of it, cancel it, save your money on it. Why spend the money if it's not going to actually help anything? In my previous experience with IT, I spent a long time in IT and development. One thing that was always really cool was when teams would get all these different little tools. It was, okay, this tool can do this tool can do that, this tool can do something else. But what happens over time is you get so many different things doing different things. You end up with a lot of repetitive work. So you're paying for stuff that's been done once, and you're paying to do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And or you get stuff that's hidden. You don't know where it is. This one person has it, but not the other person. So you have turnover. You have a new team member. Now you're having to figure out where things went. A lot of times it happens when people are letting their teams just come up with their own systems. have them create their own, have them come up with ideas on things. That's great, but keep everything organized in a single place. Software infrastructure compounds advantages over time, but it can also make things more complex over time if you're not doing it correctly, or if you're not doing things that integrate tightly with each other. The goal isn't the fewest tools. I'm a fan of not having many tools. I like how we have everything in Pete and we're not having to jump between different places. All of our KPIs are in one place. But the goal is having the right tools. If a tool came out that I knew could help us and we didn't have it in Pete yet, keyword yet, because I like adding things, I would be all for my team using it. You should be doing the same thing too. Be on the lookout for things, but first, going back to what I said at the beginning, make sure there's an actual role for what you're looking at and see if it's going to be useful before even trying to jump into it. Kind of get past the shiny and see if it's that actually brings substance, not just shiny factor to your business.